So hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to do MRCP on GE 1.5 Tesla HDXT Sigma model. Okay. So first of all, I will show you the position. Position of the patient is feet first. We are doing scan in body array coil. Okay. Now we are on the main desk. First of all, we will take a 3-plane localizer. You should keep a respiratory bellow in a proper position, and it should be in a rhythmic manner. Okay, whenever you are doing, give proper instruction to the patients before doing MRCP. So here is our treatment localizer. Then you have to calibrate. Coil selection is body HD, body upper. Here in a body coil we are having a 12 channel coil, and it is divided in a 3 portion: upper, lower and full. Okay, upper is for upper abdomen, lower is for lower abdomen. If you are doing whole abdomen, you should select a full body. Okay, but here we are doing a MRCP. I am going to select in a HD upper coil. Selected, accept. First of all, we will do a calibration. Save series, download. Always keep a scan on a auto mode. Here is the auto scan. It will take sequence line wise one by one. After getting a calibration, we will plan first of all 2D Fiesta. 2D Fiesta is a fast sequence. It is always taken in a breath hole, but here I am taking without breath hole just for a planning purpose. Okay. Now for MRCP, your starting point should be a diaphragm. You have to cover whole of the lever with a lower end of CBD. Here you can see the CBD. Okay, here is the lower end of CBD. So just for a planning purpose, I am taking a 2D Fiesta without breath hole, thin sections, 5 thickness, 0 spacing, just to assume where is the stones of CBD or a gallbladder. If you are taking a respiratory, you should change from here 4, 3, 2, 1. With one breath hole, you can take a 4 images, 2 images, 3 images or 1 images. Here I am not taking in breath hole, so 0. Acquisition before pause. Okay, save, scan. Second, I will plan for a coronal 2D Fiesta again. Double click, open. For coronal, you have to plan on axials. After I will get a 2D Fiesta, I will enter a 2D Fiesta in an axial plane, and we will plan for a coronal. Again, this is coronal Fiesta is for just as a localizer. I will enter a axial in axial. For proper planning, always you should do like this. Okay. Zoom karaanga. Now you can see in this axial Fiesta, you can see the multiple. Here is the multiple stone in a gallbladder. Here is a CBD. If you are taking a proper breath hole score, it will proper breath hole scan. You will get a more good images. Here, I think here is a tiny calculus in a CBD. But for this, here is also tiny. But for proper scanning, I will take a thin FST2 sequence. Okay, this is just as a localizer. Now for coronal, enter the Fiesta in an axial box. Again, cover whole of the lever. Again, I am taking without breath hole. Okay, coil selection is body upper. Save series. Wait, I will change. This is breath hole scan. I will take it manually. Here you can you have to keep a 0. Okay, equation before pause is 0, so it will not give a signal of breath holding, it will take direct scan automatically. Third sequence will be always 3D sequence respiratory trigger getting. Okay, enter axial in an axial box. Here I will show you how to do planning for a 3D MRCP sequence. What you have to do in this sequence, you have to cover gallbladder, cystic duct, CBD and a pancreatic duct. You can see the pancreas head and tail. This much thing you have to cover for MRCP. Here is the pancreatic duct. This is the tail of pancreas. So pancreatic duct will end over here in a tail of pancreas. So this much area is enough for a 3D MRCP sequence. Okay. If there is a cholangiocarcinoma, you have to cover whole of the liver. In that you have to cover whole of the ducts, hepatic ducts also. So this is the planning for a 3D sequence. 5 minutes I am taking in a thin sections. You can update your gating from here. Here at present it's 21. If it's go high, you have to update rate over here. This is fixed, I think 21. So we should start, accept, save. Now 3D planning is run. We will wait up till we will get the 3D sequence. Okay, pause. Now after getting a 3D sequence, first of all I will plan for a axial fat set T2. For axials you have to cover again gallbladder, CBD, pancreatic duct. Okay. I have already taken a coronal fiesta. I will enter a coronal fiesta in a coronal box. And again I will assume the lower end of CBD. Properly you have to cover a lower end of CBD because here tiny stones are there in a lower end of CBD. Okay. After CBD cover, gallbladder and CBD you have to cover. Here is the gallbladder. We will zoom the images and we will check we are covering the proper images or not. Here I am taking a 3 mm sections. Always you should take a axial 3 mm sections, spacing 0.2 for a tiny CBD stones. If CBD is clear, there is no stones, you can take a thick sections. But here patient is having multiple gallbladder stones and a tiny stones in the lower end of CBD. So this is the planning for here you can see the 3D images, MIP images. So this is the planning for axial fat set T2. Okay. Again respiratory trigger you have to check. Update, accept, save, start. Pause. Now we will plan coronal fat set T2 again. Double click, open. For coronal you have to plan on axials. Again we will take a thin sections, enter axial in axial box. Then you have to cover a CBD, pancreatic duct and gallbladder in sections. So this is the planning for coronal. And tertium. We will take again a axial T2 without fat set. Same plan you have to copy. Axial you have to copy with axials. Coronal you have to copy with coronal. Simple. Last you have to take a axial dual echo for gallbladder sludge, and you have to take a diffusion for liver and gallbladder. This is the plan for liver. Call selection you have to remember. Everything is taken in body upper. So this is how you have to do a MRCP planning. The 3D MIP. Here you can see the 3D MIP images. Set T2. Okay, thin cuts you can see the multiple GB stones. Here in the lower end of CBD you can see the tiny calculus. These are tiny calculus in the lower end of CBD. Now this is diffusion sequence. Now this is T2 FRFSE. Here some moment artifacts are there. There is also a tiny calculus in the lower end of CBD. Now this is coronal fat set T2. You can see the CBD, multiple gallstones. You can see multiple gallstones are there. And the lower end of CBD, I will show you multiple calculus. Here you can see 1, 2 and 3 tiny calculus, and in these cases you should always take a thin fat set T2 axial images to assess this tiny calculus. Okay. Now my last sequence is remaining axial dual echo for gallbladder sludge. So this is how you can do MRCP on HDXT 1.5 Tesla GE. Please like, share and subscribe my channel and press bell icon for more updates. Thanks for watching.